My name is Eduardo Quesada for Syndicated News Network. You have seen his cartoons. You have seen on snn.bc the popular cartoons of Roberto. His last name is Arguello, and we are about to meet him right now from his home studio. And we're going to find out what inspires him to do the cartoons. Roberto, good evening.
Hi, how are you, Eduardo? It's a pleasure to be on the program.
We have received many emails, at least I have, from the cartoons that are seen around the world, and people want to know who you are. They want to know where you came from, and you can tell us maybe a little bit about. I know about you because you're my friend, and you are my partner, and I know you were born in San Francisco, but they don't know much about your background.
Well, basically, I was born in San Francisco, like you pointed out. I was taken at a very early age in Nicaragua, at the age of 7 years of age. I returned to the United States when I was 17, and I've been up here ever since. I started drawing when I was a kid, about 5 years old. I remember my mom said that I drew the camel on the camel pack of cigarettes. I don't remember that, but she said I did it. And I've drawn, and I went to the university to be able to teach art. But one of those things led to the other, and I became involved, and I joined the Los Angeles Police Department. And I did some drawings there too, but it was more in the capacity of a police officer that I just began to forget about drawing. And my mom told me once, son, if you put aside that virtue that has been given to you, you will lose it. And I said, oh, yeah, mom, sure, sure, sure. And I didn't pay attention.
Right.
And one day you are,
I did.
yeah, you said something. Why don't you continue drawing? Because you had seen one of my doodlings. Because every time I talk on the phone with somebody, I would be doodling. And then you did it, and then also Sahara del Sol did it. She was a lady that collected some of my doodlings that I was doing at a radio station, and she said, "Can I keep the originals?" And I said, "By all means, just send it so I can keep a copy of them." And I started doing the cartooning, but it was at your instigation that I decided to do it. And then, of course, politically, we have so much information coming via television, via radio, via newspapers that you can't but draw.
That's right. And I I applaud you for that because you and I have talked all these years about reinventing yourself. But in this case, you are not reinventing. You are returning to a previous what is
Yeah.
it
A, a previous
dream?
ability to draw. The only thing that now when I'm drawing, I don't know what it is, but it seems to be a little easier for me now because the experiences of seeing the human body and the human expressions and the way the clothings fit the body, to me, it's a little bit easier. Perhaps I didn't see that when I was 22, 27, or 33. But now it comes, and then of course, I could do this all day long and I don't get tired. Sometimes my wife says to me, "Are you going to come to bed?" And oh, I said, "Wait a minute, I forgot I was doing the drawings." But I do enjoy it. I do enjoy it very much.
We are now seeing our webpage snn.bz, and that's where we publish your cartoons, and some of them are more popular than others. But I want to go to the first one I think that we published on SNN, and I think it was the one about Trump, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
the Trump White House.
Right. Yeah. Well, mostly, most of them are political, right?
Yeah, well, it lends itself. Most people think that I favor Trump or in some fashion. The only thing is that they give me on television so much information that I sometimes make fun of Trump, make fun of Mitt Romney, make fun of the Republican Party, but I also make fun of Hillary and of Sanders. The one in Sanders that I have him marching when he says now that a revolution has started, and
I think I
he has
have,
the
yeah,
flag in his
Revolution. I
hand.
have it. I have it right here. It's
You're
we
right
want.
there. Let the revolution begin.
And people think that you are, let's see, favoring one candidate from another, but I don't think so. You
No,
are,
no, no. And not only that, Eduardo, the next the series of cartoons that I'm going to be drawing, I'm going to have like a little guy, a little commentator on the bottom of the cartoon criticizing the criticizers.
That would be nice.
Yeah, of course, people are going to say, well, listen, because I get a question asked all the time, are you a Democrat or are you a Republican? I'm none. I don't let any party manage my thinking. None of them. And a lot of people, there was a lady the other day told me, I can't vote for this other candidate, even though I like him, because I am a Democrat and we have to vote for the Democrats. I said, no. I said, you have to vote for whom you think is the proper person who's going to represent your ideals. And that's about it.
I think in the next few months, you're going to have a lot of more material to design your cartoons, don't you think?
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a bloodbath.
Okay, I have another picture here of your drawing tools that you sent me.
Yeah.
And can you explain what is that? The pencils that you use?
The pens on the for example, this pencil.
Wait a minute. Hold it. Okay, there you are. Right, I see it.
Pencil is my buddy. I do this, and it starts drawing, and it's something that I enjoy very much because I can always erase whatever mistake I make. When I do the pen portion, the other three, those are permanent. Those you cannot. And what you see in the background is just an outline of what I'm going to be drawing. For example, this was on the Clinton Foundation, and the boys from the Wall Street. The boys from the Wall Street donating their $225,000 per each speech that she made, and then of course this was put out by the New York Post. So when I see these things, I get the ideas, and I just put their words, so to speak, in a cartoon form.
Okay, I have the let me see, that was the Trump one. I have this one, the new kid on the block. Can you talk about that?
I put that in a infantile manner because, I put kids, because usually the kids in the schools, when somebody new comes around and tries to join the block of kids, they usually are who's this kid? What is he doing here?
An outsider.
Yeah, outsider. There you go.
Okay, so will we be talking more about all these cartoons that you have, and maybe in the future we can do a segment about politics from the point of view of journalists? I guess we have to be impartial, right?
Totally impartial, and the idea is great, Eduardo, because it's amazing the amount of people. I would say the majority of the voters, not only here, in all the world, very few times do they go in depth to try to find out who they are voting for. They because he has a nice smile, or because she has a nice hairdo, or because she's a woman only. I had a lady say to me, I'm going to vote for Hillary only because she's a woman. Hello? Hello? Is that all? And people do that. And I put out in Facebook today 16 different themes in which a person should really look into, and to see if the candidate that they want to select follows, or is he or her going to do any of those things that are on those 16 points? And people don't do it. They just go and when they get into voting, they go, okay, I'll go and vote for this guy. Sometimes we even vote for people we don't even know.
Okay, Roberto, so now for my audience in SNN.BC, you have met Roberto Arguello. Anything you want to add before we go?
No, it was just a pleasure, and I'm looking forward to those political capsules that we'll be doing in the future, in the near future, I hope.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Roberto, and thank you. My name is Eduardo Quesada from California for Syndicated News Network.
Thank you.